Hear me?
I can hear you.
Good morning, Ebony. Sorry about the delay. We're so sorry. Thanks for joining us.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good
I'm gonna
I
post.
don't
morning.
know. I don't know what Ivor wants me to say.
Well, just introduce yourself and tell us about your business, or just tell us about you.
So I'm Ebony. I'm from New Jersey. I'm one of Ivor's good girlfriends. We grew up together. I'm a mom of two. I don't really have a business. I dibble and dabble in a lot of different things. I'm still trying to find my way. So I feel like this webinar will be good for me just to learn different things. And, I'm still in the process of finding my niche. So
Well, then you are in the right spot, my lady.
thank you.
All right, ladies.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and get started. We have about 13 online, and hopefully more people will join as the time goes by, because I know everyone's time is valuable, and I want to first and foremost say thank you for taking out time out of your busy schedule, because I know that we're all super, super busy. And I want to say thank you from the Girl Boss Rally crew. You have Crystal Gray here. You have, you have Mrs. Crystal Gray, excuse me. You have Miss Iva, the boss Elliott. You have Miss Juanita, the extraordinaire Sims. You have Miss Kate, the best mom Thomas. And then you have Dr. Frederica Atkins coming to you live and in person, via webinar. So again, thank you. Well, I didn't put an adjective on Miss Crystal Gray. Mrs. Crystal, the photographer, videographer extraordinaire. Sorry. But we are coming to you live this morning. And if you all missed our last webinar, which was in March, we want to do something every quarter to build our community of women entrepreneurs, or women in general, because what people don't realize, you can be an entrepreneur without having a legal business. Like if you selling Avon or making waist beads, and you're exchanging a product or a service for money, then that's a business. The government looks at that as a business. So never discredit yourself, whether it's a talent, a hobby, or something that you actually legalized and got it together. If you exchanging something and getting something in return, it's a business. So power to everyone on this call. Again, thank you. We're going to go ahead and get started. Today, we're going to talk about bringing your boldest self to your business. Okay. So today, we're going to hear from the dynamic women I introduced. And we're going to go through some creative, effective ways that you can get an idea to start a business, legalize a business, get it graphically beautified, being accountable to yourself and your family, and showing up with your making your outside match your inside with the way you look. Okay, how to style, how to dress for your body type. If you're like me, I'm a pear shape, so I can't wear everything, but I want to show up my best self, right? And then lastly, you're going to hear some effective ways of how to show up for yourself. We show up for our business, we show up for our family, we show up for our girlfriends, we show up for, if you got a side boo, that's on you. But we showing up, right? Okay. We need to show up for ourselves. So stay tuned. It's going to end at 12. We're going to have a Q&A session. We're going to give away some good swag merch. So stay tuned. And again, thank you. Okay. All right. So that's what I went over, what you're going to hear from today. Some of the topics, like I said, is how to be present in your business, being on top of your business, doing those things that need to be done, planning for your business, planning your time and your finances, while looking towards the future. Okay. So without further ado, first up that you're going to hear from, and please, ladies, if you're not driving, please take some notes because we're going to hear from these dynamic women and they're going to share their information, some of their pitfalls, some things that you can avoid because we all have businesses and we work with people who have businesses as well. So if you can take notes, we are recording this and we will send out a newsletter with some good resources afterwards. But it's some things that's going to be captured in this webinar that it won't be captured, you know, in the newsletter, and you might not have time to go back to listen to the recording. So take notes. If you have questions, use the Q&A box. And without further ado, we have Mrs. Crystal Gray. She's a former award-winning journalist, nearly 10 years at Birmingham CBS affiliate. She left the news in 2016 and she trusted herself. She trusted the process. She trusted the universe and launched GM Creatives in 2018. When I say this sister is cold, okay, she has taken so many pictures of myself. She's going to do a couple of videos for my significant other. She's gonna, okay, let me stop playing, for my boyfriend. And then and she's gonna do a few other videos. When I say she doesn't stop at just weddings, she doesn't stop at just getting branding your business. She is the whole gambit. Okay, so Gray Manor Creative provides photography and videography services for small business owners and families across the Southeast. Now, she's saying Southeast, but she is willing to travel. She's actually has a business meeting planned to go to Chicago for a photo shoot at the end of next month. So she's just not stationary for the Southeast. She travels around the United States as of right now, but I'm quite sure in the near future she will be abroad as well. So again, Mrs. Crystal Gray.
Good morning, ladies. I want to first say thank you for spending your Saturday with us. We apologize for any of the technical difficulties. And as such, if you see me kind of looking off to the side, I'm trying to keep an eye on the Facebook page because I am the first presenter. So I'll be the one that's kind of moderating on our social media handles, just in case. If you guys have any questions, feel free. You can direct message me or you can hit us on the Facebook app. I'll be the one that's doing that. So I wanted to get that out first and foremost. But second off, as Miss Dr. Frida said, I am Crystal and I am all things creative. Today I'm kicking it off because my topic is a little bit more serious. We're going to talk about the finances in your business. And the topics are going to get lighter as we go. So the reason she mentioned the newsletter is this weekend, I'll be sending you guys out cliff notes and links to everything that I'm discussing today so that you guys can go back, look at it for yourself. You can obviously contact and ask us questions via the Facebook and Instagram. But without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started. Like I said, as a creative, doing the business portion is doing the creative part is the easy part. I love the photos, I love the videos, but I absolutely abhor the back office stuff. So when I launched in 2018, I won't lie to you, I drug my feet. I created my LLC and I didn't do anything else. And it took me about a year to really and truly figure out what I needed to do and the steps that I needed to take. So here today, again, Dr. Frida told you that we're going to share our pitfalls. If you have not already done so with your business, you've decided you wanted to take it a step further, sit down and really discuss and figure out what you want your structure to be. About 70% of the businesses in the United States are LLCs because it is one of the easiest and the most, well, I'm not going to say the most protective, but it is protective for what most people need. But if you have the wherewithal to want to scale your business, you want to have a lot of employees and you want to have certain intricate things that will impact your tax structure, you really need to sit down with someone other than yourself and discuss what your business structure should be. So proprietorship, that's basically you operating as your business. And of course your LLC, it has, or it can have a different name. It has a different business protection. Limited liability partnership, That's similar to the LLC, but it's with the partnership and you guys have equal sharing unless you have a minority partner, which is a whole nother gambit. And of course, your corporations, which is all of these are taxed differently and they may impact your bottom line, both personally and professionally different. So again, I'll send this out so you guys can kind of look at that if you haven't done so already. So let's switch to the next one, my lady.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. The next thing that you'll need to do after you get your business structure together is you'll need to get an EIN. Actually, I would argue you should start there first. That is your federal identification number. It is what sets you apart as a business. For those of you that Frida was talking about who may be operating in your business, but you haven't necessarily gone the legal structure, EIN is a great way just to get started. Let's say you're still thinking about it, go ahead and get your EIN. It's free. It's on the IRS website. Again, I will get all of this to you. After you get your EIN, you definitely need to get a CPA. Now, I know you're like, well, Crystal, I ain't got the money. I just got started. This is my side hustle, or I don't have the time. Hear me when I say a CPA will save you time and money in the long run. Remember what I said in 2018, I drug my feet. Okay, so the first year I missed out on all of those tax deductions that you get for your first year being in business because I was afraid and I didn't want to claim anything because I didn't want to mess up mine and my husband's taxes. I thought it would mess it up. Being in business helps your taxes. It helps lower some of your tax burdens because of the special deductions and credits that you get for being a business owner, and your CPA will be the one to tell you that. So don't be afraid. Next, you need to also get a business banking account. Again, don't do the Crystal. When I first started, I had a business account, an account that it just kind of sat to itself. There wasn't a whole lot that went in and out of it. It just sat. And so I use that as my business checking. And then some things that I had on an annual subscription came out. And so now we're talking about cross contamination there, and the CPA frowns on that because that is the first way to get you audited. So moving forward, after you get your business credit, your business checking, you want to create a business relationship with your banker, and you want to start talking to them about business credit. Let me be the first to tell you that if you have been in business for less than 2 years, it is not happening with your Regions and your BB&Ts and your Wells Fargo. It's just not happening. So as a new business owner, the best way to go about doing it is to establish trade lines. Trade lines look differently. They're net 30s, there are net 60s, there are even net 15s. There are micro loans that people, mostly those are like nonprofit financial institutions like Live Fund and True Fund that will provide you with the funding and the financing that you need for your business. Net 30 and net 60 means it's kind of like layaway, like you buy it from the provider and you promise to pay in 30 days. And when you make that payment, they'll report it to the 3 business credit bureaus. So we're going to move to the next slide, and I'm going to show you what those guys are. Oh no, we're going to talk about the trade line a little bit more. My apologies. So some examples of trade line. There's companies called Uline and Granger. They have more of if you need like office supplies, if you need like heavy duty totes for like cleaning supplies, if you have like a cleaning business, or if you have something that's a little bit more industrial warehouse, those 2 would be for you. They send magazines to your home. If that's not your thing, let's say you're in a t-shirt business, companies like Shirtsy will provide you a trade line credit, and you can build your shirts and order for your customers all the while building your business credit. There are 2 business sites that you should know thus far, nav.com and DNB, which is Dun & Bradstreet. Both of these, Dun & Bradstreet is actually a credit reporting agency, is one of the 3. Experian and Equifax are the other 2. All you got to do is sign up on them both, right, with your information. Nav.com is more like Credit Karma. It's free. It's free to use. They suggest credit cards and potential loans, but they also give you like an overview of your overall business. Both of them are necessary. the difference between Dun and Bradstreet and any of the others, or the difference between any of them, is similar to your personal credit. What one reports, the others don't necessarily report. So once you make your Dun and Bradstreet and get your Dun's number, go to nav.com and sign up and see what your score is for your Dun and Bradstreet. Now, if you would like to add credit for your 3, the Experian, Equifax, as well as Dun & Bradstreet, nav.com also operates as a trade line. So for about $40 a month, you can make a payment to nav.com. It'll open up to all of their professional features, and it will also report to all 3, Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian, on your behalf to help you build that credit. So all of these are great ways to go. The bulk of them are free. You just depend and look and see which one better serves your business. And if nothing else, definitely go to Dun & Bradstreet, dnb.com, because your Dun's number is key for those of you who are going to look for government contracts and you're looking for specific grants, or when you finally go back to the bank, they're going to ask for your Dun's number. So you have to have it. So start there first, go to nav.com, kind of play around on it. See, you don't have to pay for the other thing because it's free to use. It's free to kind of gauge your business. And it's the first step to establishing your business as a base ground. As a baseline. And listen, ladies, the only way to be bold in your business is to know your business. And I learned the absolute hard way that if you don't know your numbers, you don't know your business. So get that in order, and I promise you'll be feeling emboldened and definitely proud of your next steps. So I do believe I'm done. Thank you so much for listening to me. And like I said, we'll get that out to you guys in a newsletter later this week. And I'm gonna turn it over to Miss Juanita.
Great. I will. First of all, Crystal, that was some great information, some jewels that you dropped, some nuggets. Thank you for those websites. Like, very, very, very informative, great websites to go to, even if you don't, put your information in right now. That is still something to have in your business toolkit. Like, I'm a big proponent of having business toolkits, because that is, knowledge is power. So again, thank you, Crystal. Thank you. Now we have Ms. Juanita Sims. She is going to go over goals and accountability, because she is a goals and accountability coach. Okay. So we heard from Crystal talking about how to create your business, how to get it legalized, how to put it in a position where you can start tracking your return on investments, getting your business account set up and everything like that. What Miss Juanita Sims is going to talk about how to plan for your business, being accountable to your business, because for one, we all know that we will give 10,000 hours to an employer. But when we become the employer and we work for our own business, we sometimes like to put things to the side. I'm like, oh, they're going to wait till tomorrow. Well, Ms. Sims is going to talk to you about creating these goals and being accountable to these goals, because if you can work for somebody, you can work for yourself just as much. So Ms. Juanita Sims is the founder and owner of Work-Life Balance VA, which is a ministry that she's been working on for nearly 30 years, while she supported organizations administratively, and her fellow female co-workers emotionally, which we don't talk about, especially in our community, which is very important. They were overlooked for promotions, recognitions, and even acknowledgement in some cases, compared to our male counterparts. So with Work-Life Balance, it's a 360-degree program, which it was created because empowered women, like the women on this call, okay, like you, are striving to do. So you can do it. One thing she always says, that she takes the stress out of your success. So without further ado, Miss Juanita Sims.
I think she might be frozen.
Is she frozen?
There she go.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes. ma'am.
Yes, we do. We hear you.
Y'all, I'm sorry. My internet has been awesome until you decide to say my name.
No worries.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Frederica, for that awesome introduction. And I am so excited to be here today and so excited to be talking about this topic. Now, many of you can tell that I am in my car. I'm on the go today. However, this is so important to me that I've carved out this time to be able to talk to everyone about something that is so important. First of all, Crystal has talked to you and told you that you need to take care of your back office. Well, you also need to make sure that you are planning properly for your business. And that is what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to talk to you about planning for your business, being your boldest self in doing that by setting goals and being accountable to those goals. I'm going to tell you what boldness is, what accountability is, and I'm going to tell you what goals are, just to make sure we are all on the same page. So, first of all, oh, wait, before we change the slide, I want to tell you something, guys. I absolutely love this graphic. Thank you, Kay, for doing that. Because one of the things that we do not realize is that when we plan, basically, when we're setting up our goals and our accountability, this is your roadmap to your success. So I love that she's put that all together. I just mentioned that to her as I was talking to her about my topic, and she's pulled that together for me, and I appreciate that. Thank you, love. All right, so we can move to the next slide. Because, okay, I told you I was going to define boldness. So boldness is basically, when everybody's thinking about boldness, we use it like as a noun, the quality of having a strong, vivid, or clear appearance. That's very bold. You know it when you see it. Let's move it to the next one. What if boldness for female entrepreneurs, what if we use boldness as a verb? What would that look like? That would look like we would make strong decisions. We'd have vivid actions, and we would have clear choices, just to name a few things. The thing is, whatever we are bolding, we're being bold in our business, it has an impact. We make an impact. So that is basically what boldness is. And we as female entrepreneurs, we need to make boldness a verb, because there's action that should be tied to it. All right. And I come from an education point of view, so I'm going to have some definitions for you. Basically, what we're going to do is we're planning. And so when we look at planning, it is basically your goals and your accountability. When we plan, that is saying where we want to go. That is your goals. And how you want to get there, that's your accountability. Now, ladies, I'm going to tell you a couple of things about accountability, because accountability for a female entrepreneur, and women in general, is different than accountability is for our male counterparts, whether they are in the work life, whether they're in the home life, or relationship wise. It is different because men and women are going to see things a little differently. When an example would be, when a man has a goal to do something, he's going to figure out what he needs to do, and he's going to either pay the people to get it done, or he's going to do it himself. Now, if he pays someone to get something done, he hands it over. It's over. It's theirs. It's no longer going to be his responsibility in his mind, because he may check in on it, but he has let go of the responsibility. Let's look at a female entrepreneur or a female in general. When we have a goal or we have something else that we need to do, anything else, what we're going to do is we are going to pay somebody to do it. We're going to do it ourselves, or whatever we're going to do, but we never let go of it. We add it on to the list of things that we already have going on. We can be a mom, we can be a working a 9 to 5, we can have our own business, we can have any manner of other things. Like we're the cab service for our kids, getting them back and forth wherever they need to go. We are everything. And then we take on a business, and everything we need for that business, we still hold on to it. No matter what, you just add on to your list. You're going to make sure that it's done a certain way. You're going to make sure that it's running. You're going to keep checking in. So basically what it is we just keep adding on. You see the difference there? All right. So when we set goals and we are accountable, we kind of put a bit more order to our processes. And let's go to the next slide, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more. A goal is a noun, and it is the object of a person's ambition or effort, the aim or the desired result. You see how planning and goals and accountability go together? Next. Accountability. Now, I looked hard and long to find this definition because there's so many ways for people to stay accountable. A lot of the things that people think about accountability is going to be about being accountable to somebody else about this, or like in work situations, they say, oh, this is the like an accounting, you're being accountable to the accounting department, you're being accountable for those numbers, that type of a deal. What we're looking at accountability as being an adjective. And basically, it's going to be a twofold process the way that my team and I use it. Accountability is being responsible for what you do. Now, your accountability plan is going to be your action plan. That is the steps you're going to take to reach the goal that you set. First of all, your goals need to be SMART goals, because you need to make sure that you have everything that you need in order to complete those goals. And that's why they need to be SMART, so that they're specific, they're measurable, they're attainable, they're related, they relate to what you need, and they are time bound. That's a very good one there, and need to be time bound, so you know when to be checking on your progress and when you should be nearing it. And if you're not doing that, then you need to know when you need to be backing up and evaluating. So when you got your action plan, that's the first part of accountability, the steps you know that you need to take in order to reach that goal. The second part of accountability is most important to women and to female entrepreneurs, because it's the one that we usually miss, because we have taken on something else and we rarely let something go when we take that on. What we miss out on is setting aside the time to complete those actions. That's the second stage of accountability that I and my team teach our women to do. All right, so we can move forward. Now, this is how we're going to do our roadmap. So we talked about what a goal is. We talked about accountability, the two types of accountability that is most important to females. So we're going to look at it as a roadmap. So go on this journey with me, okay? So I put together a basic goal for, this can apply to any entrepreneur, any female entrepreneur. And we're going to be bold. Our goal is we're going to be bold and present in our business by actively engaging our target market or our target audience on social media no less than 3 times a week. You see how very specific that goal is? See how it is measurable? You know that it's going to be 3 times. If you're not doing it 3 times, you're not hitting your goal. And you know where you're going to do it at, that you got it on social media, and you got it in a week. You know that it needs to be done in a week. So it's all time bound, and it's relative because it's your target audience. See, it's that easy to set aside SMART goals. Now, of course, if y'all need help with that, me and my team will be happy to help y'all with it. But I know that y'all can probably do it yourselves. So when we look at this very specific goal on this roadmap, the goal is your destination. Now let's see what else we need on this roadmap to success. Okay, So with the roadmap, our accountability is the steps we're going to take to reach that goal. So for that particular goal, what we're going to do is we need to create content. Then we need to post that content on all of the platforms in which we're on. You see them all over there? You know, you got all those platforms. You need to be posting on them. And if you can't do it yourself, then please hire yourself a social media manager. Because it's necessary for you to grow that social media presence. And you'll be hearing from my social media manager a little bit later on in this presentation. Hey, Kay. All right. The other thing, these are just some of the things that I put together in order to do this particular goal. And the third thing for that would be to engage your market on their page as well as on your page. When they comment on your on the post that you put, you're engaging them. But then you go onto their page and you comment on some of their things, you start making those conversations. These are things I know you ladies have all heard, and I'm just giving it to you again, because the more we hear, the more we do, right? Okay, so that's going to be the route that you're taking on this roadmap to success to get to the destination, which is the goal. The second part of accountability, I threw you, then I threw you.
Yes.
Yes, she's awesome. She's doing the slides for me, guys, and she is awesome, but I threw her there. Okay, so the second part of accountability, pay attention, ladies. This is the one that we tend to miss. We've got to set aside the time to do these steps. All right, so what we're going to do is, let's look at this another way. Create content. And we're going to look at number 2, 3, and 4 as steps, a part of the steps that we're going to do to create content. So in that way, this is going to be the vehicle, the second step of our accountability journey. And this is the vehicle that we utilize on this roadmap to get to our destination. Do y'all kind of see where I'm going now? Mm-hmm. To create, you put down the steps, and then you put down the steps under those steps. So the steps on the create content would be plan your subject or your theme, organize your graphics, schedule your post. Those are going to be the things that you're going to do in order to create that content and get, to get that one out there. You got all that kind of stuff set up. So you see where the roadmap is, you create your destination, which is your goal. Then you get into, then you have your, the route you're going to take. That's every step you need in order to get to that destination. Then the third part is your vehicle is the process that you use those steps. You do to get to those steps, to do those steps. That's going to be every little thing you need to do. Now, I could have put stuff like, if we were going on a vacation, guys, I would have put things like, figure out where you want to go, do your research for that, figure out how much it's going to cost you, figure out the hotels in the area, which one you want to stay in, what amenities it has to do. All of those are steps. You can do this with anything, any area of your life. You can show up and be your boldest self in when you know what steps you need to do and you know how to get there. And then you take the time to put those steps into practice. So now what I always do with my clients is when we break down these steps at this point, we're at this vehicle stage. What we're going to do, we're looking at your calendar. We're going to say, when do you have time for this? You're penciling it into the calendar. You're giving it a time and you're giving it a date so that you are going to ensure that you do it. So that is the key for your accountability. Do we have another slide? All right. So what I wanted to say here is that the one thing that we need to make sure that we do is to make that time to do the steps. Because if we don't make the time to do the steps, the destination is going to feel like it's out of reach. And we don't want that to happen. Because when we set up a SMART goal, You're already determining that you're able to reach it because you have everything you need to do it. And so if you're starting to get out of whack, that means that you are not doing your steps. So time is most important to you. Past, present, future. The one thing they have in common is your time. So what we're going to have to do is to learn to direct our time and ignore any roadblocks that we may have had in the past. We're going to ignore any challenges that we have in the future, in the present, so that we will stop, so that this will not stop us, Lord, y'all forgive me, so that this will not stop us from reaching our future destination. I'm gonna say it again since I stumbled. What we want to do, ladies, is we want to learn to direct our time and ignore any roadblocks that we have in our past. We're also going to ignore the challenges that we may have in our present. We're going to turn those challenges into opportunities when we set up our goals, so that none of this will stop us from reaching our future destination. Okay? Now, I want to encourage you a little bit. I got a few people here that I know you're going to know, and they had some awesome things that I think will inspire you a little bit. J.K. Rowling, you know who that is. If anybody is a Harry Potter fan, you know who J.K. Rowling is. Y'all, I'm so embarrassed. I promise you, I thought it was a man. I'm not a Harry Potter fan. So I was really happy to find out it was a woman. Okay. We do not need magic to transform our world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. We have the power to imagine better. That's your goal, people. All right. We got another person. Now, this one, it is not, look at it as a positive. It's encouraging you, because if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Now, I would love to say that a woman said that, but it was not. It was a really great person, Benjamin Franklin. We all know him. He has some positives, great inventor. I did like Benjamin Franklin. I didn't know him personally, but and I spelled his name wrong, Lord. Just saw that. But anyway, so if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're not planning to fail, guys. Now, here's something else from a lovely person that you all know and are beginning to love. That's going to be me. This is one of the things that I say a lot, and you'll see on my website. I'm all about positive. And it says, you can have a successful work life. You can have a successful home life. You can have a successful self-care plan. You can have it all. That's because when you have a work-life balance and it is undergirded by goals and accountability, you can have it all. Work-life balance VA, guys. Thank you for letting me be here with you. I will be happy to help you out if you need some assistance with doing this, because ladies, we have businesses to build, businesses to grow. We have to show up. Bye, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Juanita. Great information. And you know what I was thinking when you were speaking, Juanita, is, this can you can use your goals and accountability goal setting, like you said, for business or your personal life, but also you can use it, like my sister Ebony said, when she said she didn't, when we got on early and she said she didn't have a business, she's trying to figure it out. Well, this can be a tool to help you navigate, to find that idea or ideas that you can formulate into a business. So these goals and accountability can go, before you actually start your business or after you start your business, and it can be, it's translatable to your personal life. So again, thank you, Juanita, for that information. It was amazing. Again, thank you. So in Juanita's speech, she was alluding to her social media manager. We have this sister, Mrs. K. Thomas. When I say this sister is talented when it comes to creating your brand, aesthetically online on a social media presence, she's amazing. Okay. And she works so fast. So she's a social media and brand designer. She's a stay-at-home mom. She has 3 lovely boys, and she's a social media and brand designer. She has over 10 years of design experience, and she helps small businesses strategically stand out from the crowd with fun, bold, and creative designs. And I must say that I have used her with a couple of my own clients. And so she is a trailblazer, if you will, in her own industry. So without further ado, Mrs. K. Thomas.
Hey y'all, thank you. That was so sweet. So today I'm talking about planning and preparing. We could go. All right, so I'm going to be talking about plan for your brand. Okay, so the first things first, of course, is I like to pray. And I pray to myself, but I pray over my clients and their businesses and during the process, because I want to be able to bring forth what they envision, and as well bring out what God has given for to me to portray out to their business visually. So praying is definitely the first thing for me. Brainstorming, okay? Please brainstorm a lot before you just jump in and say, okay, I want to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. And then next thing you know, you have to change a couple of things because someone else may have that name, someone else may have it on social media, someone else may have the domain, and then you kind of like bummed out because like, okay, someone else has my name, so now I was stuck on that. Now what do I do? So brainstorm and do some research, okay? This is your baby, so you want your brand to definitely, your business to definitely resonate with you fully and spiritually. So Pinterest, on the other hand, will be your best friend when it comes to planning, okay? You can type in just about whatever, the colors, the mood boards, you can make those on Canva as well, but you can find some on Pinterest to use. Pinterest is good for looking for logos, inspiration, for the exact hex numbers for colors as well. You want to also find your brand style, okay? What do you want to look like? And it may not be about you. Depending on what you are, if you're a stylist, of course it will be. But any other services, what do your brand say about, what do you want your brand to say about you? You want to find out, do I want to be sleek and bold? Do I want to be country looking? Do I, just how you would change up your hair. You got to think about your brand like the same way. So just like me, I tend to have maybe 2 sets of hairstyles that I always wear. It's either going to be the big hairstyle or some locks. And so that way people can pinpoint who I am just by, I see someone said not country looking. I'm from the country, y'all. I live in Alabama, so I'm always back country. But so yeah, so everyone knows who I am when they see me because of the hairstyle. So that's a part of me branding myself as well. Also know what you want and make that vision come to life. All right, next slide. Planning for your social media. So that's basically what I do. I help people plan for their social media, what it's gonna look like. So make sure that your social media handles are going to match your business name. So once you have that business name thought about and you have your domain, go ahead and see if it's gonna be on the social media platforms. That way there's no conflict of trying to find you, okay? Then you're gonna research other social media accounts and you want to piece those together. When you're researching them, you're looking for styles, okay? You're looking for, if you, like my friend Juanita, she was doing virtual assistance services, right? So she wants to find other people that does the same thing that she could pull inspiration from for the look of her social media. Just like Iva. I was going to find out her competitions, right, or competitors to see how theirs is looking so she could be able to stand out from the crowd. Just like me, I have to find how others do their graphics so that I can stand out and say, I want to do this, I want to do that, but how would people look at this and say that's Kay's work? Okay, so that's important as well. Next thing is get a good camera. Okay, it could be an iPhone as well. I take a lot of pictures with iPhones, and I say that it's the best thing for me instead of carrying around my DSLR all the time. So the pictures is, the camera is basically so that you can have good pictures of you, if that's what's going to be on your social media or your website, if you're going to take the pictures yourself. And also, if you have any products and you don't want to pay a photographer, then you're going to need a good camera to use. Next will be research hashtags, okay? So planning for social media, you're going to need those hashtags to gain followers and to attract those other people to your website or to your social media account. That's how you're going to find, that's how other people are going to find you, by researching hashtags. Okay, you can put those hashtags in a notes folder that you do find. Use those every time that you're posting something, so that way you become a frequent poster of that one hashtag, and so maybe that you can go above everyone else. Okay, and then find influencers. That's very important. If you have a business, if you have a t-shirt business, if you have products to sell, find a good influencer that has a lot of followers. Befriend them first. Don't just go ask ask them, hey, can you do this for me? Make friends with them. Keep them in your circle. Ask them how their day is doing. You want to have that connection with them, and then go forth with saying, hey, would you mind trying out my product? I'll send it to you for free. And I would like for you to tag me, my business, give me a shout out, and I'll give you a discount code as well. So whoever used that discount code can be able to have a discount with your products, and then they can gather more people to follow you. All right, next. All right, hire a designer, or if you're creative, do it yourself. Okay, some people are like, oh, I don't want to do this. This is hard. If so, then hire a designer. It hit me. Or you can go to Fiverr, or the other one I think is work something. I can't even remember. But Fiverr, you can also hire a designer for that as well. It's very important to have a graphic designer for your business, or if you are going to do it yourself, then Canva is a great platform that's free, that has amazing templates that are already for use. And you can just type in your, it's kind of like a drag and drop. You can type in information that you want for your content on there. Next slide. All right, so prepare. You want to write things out. Okay, you want to write everything that you have going on for your business. Get you a journal. I'm a journal type of person. I love to write. I have journals for specific things. So get you a journal that's specific for your business. Write and write and write again until you are able to find your equation or your formula for your business. Take courses. Okay, courses are very important. You need to learn all that you can within your industry, not just about your particular business, but in the industry as a whole. There's free courses, there's some that you can pay for, there's some that have subscriptions. Then you want to know your business, your own business, from inside, out, all around. Okay, you want to know your prices. You want to know exactly what it says in your descriptions, if it's a product. So that way, if someone say come to you in your inbox or in your email, that you know what is happening. Say if you have a skincare line, something happens to someone's skin and you haven't posted all of the ingredients and they say, hey, I'm allergic to X, Y, and Z, and you didn't put that in there, right? So then now you have to explain yourself and then could possibly get sued probably for not noting it. But you want to know, you want to note that that person did have an allergic reaction. So then you'll know how to go forth as well. But you definitely want to know what's in your products, the amount that's in them, and everything like that. Next will be purchase a website, okay? You don't have to have a website, but it's probably best to have one. People are going to want to follow you. They're going to want to know you, but most people don't fool with you if they know that you don't have a website. And it's crazy because I've bought a lot of things from people that don't have a website. And they do a great job and they handle it well, but most people just want to see that URL pop up on their screen, okay? Next. All right, so next is educate. Okay, is like I said, take courses. Skillshare.com is a platform for you to learn a lot of things, okay? So if you are creative, or if not, you want to become creative, Skillshare is very good platform to use. They have a 7-day trial. I've learned a ton of things from Skillshare with graphic designing and Adobe Illustrator. They have cooking classes, they have personal stylists, they have a bunch of things that you can just look for so that you can have more knowledge of what you're doing as well. So I advise you guys to try it out. Next slide will be a video of Skillshare.
Skillshare is an online learning community for creators. Take a class on anything: design, photography, business, and more. Share your work for feedback from students around the world. Skillshare is learning by doing. Learn from anywhere, at work, on your commute, anytime, and at your own pace. This is how we create universal access to learning and how we unlock the world. For $10 a month, you have full access to all classes on Skillshare, thousands of them. Classes are taught by real people with experience building, making, and creating projects they care about. Learn by watching them work, learn from their experiences, and create alongside them. This is not this is a community of lifelong learners. Learn, collaborate, and teach a class of your own. It all starts in Skillshare.
All right. So, like I said, Skillshare is a great platform to learn a couple of things. So the behind the scenes things can also be learned on Skillshare, okay? If you don't know how to use these. All right, so these are my top favorite apps and tools to use for design. I love using Photoshop. I'm still learning my way around Adobe Illustrator. And then you have Canva. Canva is a lifesaver. I tell you, if you don't have a Canva Pro account or just the free account, you are missing out. Also, PicMonkey. PicMonkey is very easy that you can download on your phone as well to use. Photo edits. Like I said in the beginning, you want to have great photos, but you also want to edit your photos, okay? So you can use Lightroom, Lightroom Mobile, Visco. The next one will be Focos. It kind of blurs out the background. You see how Crystal's video is on her screen? It does that on the app to blur out if you don't have an iPhone, because the iPhone has that feature, or another phone that has that feature, you can use this app, okay? Also, Instagram has great filters as well when you use those. You just have to find, you can go to the search bar in the stories and you can find different filters to use, but you want to be consistent with that certain filter as well so that you have that certain look constantly. Also, Google Photos. A lot of people don't probably mess with Google Photos on your phone, but they do a good job at editing as well. Video edits, Premiere, I would say, will be my favorite to edit videos. And on my phone will be InShot, which is the one in the middle. And then also Photoshop has a editing part in its software. My extras would be Acuity. Acuity, I love to use for scheduling, and I think it helps me. Juanita, Juanita is great at helping me with scheduling things, and I learned a lot from her. So, you guys, if you need help with scheduling, I suggest you call her. It's a great platform to use. Loom, Loom is great for if you want to make a presentation or if you want to video, you could do it that way. It's kind of just like how you would screen record on your phone. You can do that as well on Loom. YouTube, always love YouTube. If you don't want to sign up for Skillshare, YouTube have a lot of free advice out there, a lot of free tutorials that you could do. Zoom, Zoom is best for the meetings, and Google has just so much that you could research. Okay, and next. All right. So, and then celebrate your wins. Okay, I want you to celebrate them, big and small. Prepare for to be great. Prepare to love your business. Prepare to stand up for yourself, to show up for yourself. Just celebrate the little things first. Okay, celebrate that you woke up that morning and even thought about your business. Celebrate that someone has bought your first merchandise. Okay, don't be afraid to celebrate yourself. It's not cocky. It's your business, and you want to show up, and you want to be proud of what you have accomplished. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Kay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, ladies, once again, some great advice, some jewels dropped by the lovely Mrs. Kay Thomas. Like I said, Crystal shared some great advice on how to start and create your business. Juanita got you going with the accountability and being accountable within your business and setting smart goals. And Kay just went over how to style and design your business on a social media platform. Now we have Mrs. Iva Elliott, who will go through and share some effective ways on how to style yourself. So Kay, went over how to style your business. Miss Iva Elliott will go over how to style yourself. And let me tell you, ladies, this sister right here
There she go.
is dope than dope. Okay. Um, ever since I've known this young lady, she has an eye for style, and she can literally see something and make something out of nothing. And so with her background being in social work, she literally merged how a woman feel on the inside and getting yourself whole, and building up your self-esteem and creating it into an outfit so it's tangible, where people can see how you can wear an outfit based on your personality, based on your mental health. It's a whole 360 gambit of how she creates her business, and how she makes women feel about wearing an article of clothing. I'm not even giving her due justice, to be honest. But without further ado, I belong Girl Goodies in 2012. Okay. She's been determined to make her way into the image industry ever since. So she started out thrifting at the tender age of like 3 or 4 when she was going out with her mom. And she had an eye then. And so that was just a talent that she was born with. Okay. So she has done many, many public speaking, from Chicago to California to Atlanta. She's been all over. She's too is nationwide, and sought after. She also did an abroad trip to London for Fashion Week a few years ago to just get some ideas to bring back to her clients in Chicago. She's a workshop facilitator, a stylist to many. I'm one of them. And she attends on sharing with the world the true importance of image as it relates to one's psychosocial well-being. So without further ado, Mrs. Iva Elliott, the style architect.
Hey guys. So Frida, how do I get on the screen? Because I still see you.
Um, let's see.
Or can you see me? I don't know if you all can see me.
I got it minimized, so I'm quite sure they can probably see you.
I can see you. Go for it.
Oh, okay. Okay,
See
good.
you.
Okay. I didn't know if you could see it with the screen or with the slideshow. So I'm Iva here in Chicago, originally from New Jersey, went to school in Alabama, which is how I know Frida and these lovely ladies. And this is really, really good, from the accountability, the setting goals, to the back end stuff that Crystal spoke about, to, you know, your website and your branding and marketing materials that Kay talked about. So I'm just all about anything girl bossy, number one. I'm so happy to be here. The other day when we were preparing for this, I was talking to Kay and I was like, this is the stuff that these ladies need to see, because I'm working on like 5 projects. Kay was helping me with this, creating this slide. And I'm like, this is what being a girl boss is to me, right? Not just labeling myself, but other people seeing that and other people feeling that in my lifestyle, in my brand, affecting them in a positive way. So first and foremost, styling and profiling, that's very important. A polished image will seal the deal. It's the complete package. So just think about any time when you walk into a room and you're able to capture the audience, right? What are they saying about you? What are you saying about other people? What things do you notice about other people? So some of us, we really look at somebody's chat is still disabled. We got it. But she said we're the bomb. Cool. What things are you looking at and you're noticing about people, whether it's the hairstyle, the teeth, the nail polish, the shoes, just the personality? Does the personality match the outfit? So it's a complete package, right? So you want to know how to style and profile, just off of the basics. And I'll talk about that as well. So we can go to the next slide. Okay, setting image related good looks. So this is what Kay pretty much talked about as far as the website, and what Juanita talked about holistically, just setting goals. So when you're dealing with your image and you're looking to rebrand yourself, you have to know what it is that you want, right? I get a lot of clients who come to me, they don't have a budget. They don't have a projected look. They just overall don't know what it is that they want. That's not something that I should be identifying. That's something that you should bring to me, and I should bring that into fruition, right? So just like Kay said, I don't want to project how I dress, because how I dress is completely out the box. This is actually one of my models here. So this is a dress that she had on with like an oversized, and it's actually a dress, it's not a skirt, an oversized sweatshirt and a pair of boots. That's my style. These were my models for my website. So that's what I chose to do. However, I do understand that everybody is not willing to think outside the box. Everybody does not want to think outside of the box. So I need for my clients to come to me with whatever it is their vision is, and I have to bring that vision to light. So when we say looks, Juanita said, well, that's all you're going to put on your slide? Yes. A lot of people shop for pieces. You can shop for pieces, but when you're changing your wardrobe and you're changing your image, you need to go for the look. You need to buy that piece, and you need to be able to know whether this piece, I can wear it in the fall, the summer, the winter. Can I wear it on a date? Will I get multi-use out of it? Can I wear it on a date, but can I also wear it to work? Is it something that can be manipulated and tucked in, as we did here, right? So this is a dress, but it looks like a skirt. Is it something that I can wear with 90% of my wardrobe. So I'm the type of person that when I'm creating my wardrobe and I'm creating wardrobes for other people, I want them to get the biggest bang for their buck. So if it's a $300 budget that I'm working with, I'm going to assure that my client is going to get $300 worth of pieces and looks from that deal. So setting image related goals, set some goals for yourself. And then when you're shopping, also, if you're shopping for yourself or you're rebranding yourself, you want to go into the stores with a list. You don't just want to go into it empty handed, because that's when you tend to overspend. That's when you tend to overlook. That's when you're unengaged with the process. So you want to be 100% committed to the process of, rebranding yourself and really, creating a stylish you. So we can go to the next slide. Studying your competitors. So this is one of my baby models here. So one thing that I like to do is to use things out of context. This is actually a snowsuit with a pair of transparent heels, known as stripper heels or whatever, but that was a little flashy outfit for me, so I loved it. But studying your competitors, what are people in your market doing, right? What is your competition doing? Not that you have to be completely like them, but you want to learn how to set yourself aside from them while also fitting in with them, right? Sounds crazy, sound complex, but it's not. So I have a friend who actually is into real estate, and she flips a lot of properties. However, she's the person that's on the construction site calling the shots. Her slogan or her little tidbit is seal the deal in heels. She's on a construction site. She literally wears stiletto pumps on her sites with her pink hard hat. She has a pink hard hat. She has a pink toolbox. And she's the big dog over all of these men who are out there working, but she seals the deals in heels. So that's completely contrary to what her competitors are doing, because typically her competitors are men. So that sets her aside. That's what will make people remember her and say, hey, I want to work with Annette. I want Annette to flip my house, because I remember she showed up. I'm that person. I look at every little detail that the average person probably will not look at. So study your competitors. Next slide. Styling for your body type. This is important, guys. So I don't know if any of you all were here on our last presentation or our last rally. I did not have a slideshow. I felt terrible because everybody else was presenting and they appeared as experts, which they are. And I felt like I just got on here and talked. So I wanted to make this slide. However, we talked about this before. Styling for your body type is very, very important. Are you a pear shape, like what Frida described? Are you an apple shape? Are you a strawberry shape? Are you heavy and busty at the top? So I'll tell you a secret. Before COVID started, I weighed a whopping 140 pounds. I weigh 170. However, a lot of people cannot, heavy and busty. A lot of people cannot tell that because of my choice of clothing. I learned how to style my body type. So people are like, Iva, where are you this 170? I literally was in an office because I am a social worker and I work in the medical field. And I had a patient with me and we both stopped at the scale. And he was like, oh no, there's nothing wrong with that. You're not 170. You don't look 170. I might not look that, but I'm heavy and solid as a rock. Okay. I'm a former track runner, basketball player, all this stuff. So my muscle mass is ridiculous. But I think it's important to know where your waist, where everything should hit you, right? Where if you're gonna wear things that are high waist, do you have the belly for high waist? Do you have that? If you're going to wear things that are maybe possibly for someone with a small bust, you might be a little too busty. So it can actually take something from inappropriate to appropriate or appropriate to inappropriate. Yesterday, my friends went out. They were so cute. I had on the smallest shorts. I was like, I cannot wear this, right? Because I did not feel appropriate enough. However, on a regular day, I'm wearing my short shorts. For that type of venue, it was not appropriate. So I had to change my outfit. So knowing what your body type is and styling for that body type can definitely bring your look from like the bottom to up here. So important. Next slide. Playing with fabrics, textures, colors, and colors. Go the extra mile. So this is important. So these are also, so all of the pictures that you see on my slides are my models. This was kind of like an impromptu photo shoot that we did at the top of my dad's business. However, this picture is that. So one thing that I have the ability to do is to, like Frida said, to see something, and as soon as I pick it up, I already know what I'm going to do with it. So when I picked up the varsity jacket to the lady on the right, my model Imani, and I paired it with the snakeskin boots, and then she had on a plaid top, right? Nothing under it. There, she's not wearing a skirt or anything like that, but it was not inappropriate, especially when she stood up. She's very leggy. It wasn't inappropriate for her, and we got a chance to play with some different fabrics, textures, and some different colors. Think out the box. Do not be a cookie cutter, like you want to fit into this cookie cutter dynamic of who is wearing what, and the mannequin is telling me to do this. You don't have to do that. Play with your clothes, play with fashion. It's meant to be fun. This honestly should be the fun portion. For somebody like Frida, who does not like to shop, this is not fun to her, but it should be fun, right? Because anytime, just like she said, when you feel good, you look good. And when you look good, you feel good. It works hand in hand. So go the extra mile, play in your closet, become familiar with your wardrobe. If it's things that you need to weed out, go about that. Give it up, give it away. If you haven't worn it within a year, give it away. If you don't know what to do with it, give it away. However, you can also come to somebody like me who can possibly restyle those pieces that maybe you've already worn, or maybe you've don't know how to wear and you've never worn it. Somebody like me will help you with that. So go the extra mile, play with your fabrics, play with your textures, play with your colors, different fabrics, cling onto your body differently. Spandex. I'm not a spandex girl. I have like the little fupa a little bit. Don't even have the children to go with the fupa. I don't know what's going on, but I like tacos, right? So certain fabrics I cannot do. Certain colors, I do like colors. I like all colors. Even though I'm dark skinned, I love like neon colors, yellows, my bright colors. Those really look good on me because I actually have a red undertone. So you need to know that as well. And then your textures. Yes, for the tacos. I love tacos. Kristen, when you come, we'll go. Next slide. Dress. Okay, it's supposed to say dress, but dress as if you've already signed the contract. So don't wait to rebrand yourself. So a lot of people, they get a new job and then they say, I'm going to go shopping for that new job. If you want that job, be that person today. Show up at your old job as that person. Let them, try to figure it out. What's going on? Is she going on an interview or what have you? But get into the mindset of who it is that you want to be and what it is that you want to display to those out there. And just do it. Commit to that. Commit to being who you want to be. And you'll be that person, right? Everything is going to naturally fall into place. Just like Kay said, we pray over ourselves. We pray over our brands. I pray over my clients as well, and they should be praying over themselves. So be who you want to be. Next slide. Maintain your style. So this is the hard part for a lot of people. So when you're maintaining your style, somebody like me, I go to the stores directly when I leave the office, right? So I go to the thrift stores, I go to TJ Maxx, Marshalls, I hop online and look at all of my websites. You have to maintain your style. You have to maintain a clean wardrobe, and then you have to maintain the style that you're giving or the style that you're working on. How do you do that? You have to be frequent, right? So you're frequently in and out of these stores, in and out of these places. You're frequently looking at your competitors. You're frequently adding to your wardrobe. I'm gonna go to the next slide because I think I'm digging into that a little bit. So go to the next slide. Creating a capsule wardrobe. Okay, so a capsule wardrobe is when you're working with very little for a lot. So creating a capsule could be a wardrobe of 30 pieces. This is including everything. This is your purses. This is your jackets, your tops, your shoes. Capsule wardrobes work great because you get multi-use, right? So you have one jacket and you learn how to wear it 5 different ways. You have one t-shirt and you learn how to wear it 5 different ways. You want to create a wardrobe that you're gonna love. Me, honestly, I get overwhelmed from my wardrobe. I don't have a capsulated wardrobe. I have a 3-bedroom unit, and every single one of my bedrooms have clothes in them. And that is creates chaos in my world because I'm like, oh my gosh, where is this? Where's that? Where's this? But for somebody who is, changing their image, you would like to create a capsulated wardrobe. Now with that wardrobe, say you have a go-to white shirt, it's just a white blouse and it's not necessarily a statement piece, but it's a transitional piece. That white blouse, you can swap it out for a new white blouse in 2 months because now it's dingy or now it has a hole in it. But it's still a capsule wardrobe because it's still white. So it still fits the script of what needs to be replaced into that spot. So that's important. And I don't know if I have another slide. Frida, do I? Oh, creating your circle. So this is one of my favorites. So when I first moved to Chicago, I did not go to fashion school. Of course, I have a degree in psychology and a degree in social work. I kind of got here and I just started working. I had a part-time job at Forever 21. And that's when I really, really realized like, okay, I really want to work in fashion. I really want to do something with image. Knew that for sure I did not want to have a store. However, working in Forever 21 allowed me so many different opportunities because I was able to meet so many different people, right? So my Forever 21 friends were my fashionista friends, whereas my friends like Frida and my friends at that time, they were more like my professional, these are my girls, these are my girlfriends that I'm going out with. But creating that circle is imperative because I have a fashion circle, like kind of like a fashion network. So I go to fashion events with those fashion people because I know that they're going to show up and they're going to show out, right? And there's not going to be any awkwardness. There's not going to be like, oh, she outdressed them or they outdressed her. We're all confident. We're all doing our own thing and we're all enjoying the moment. And then guess what? We get invited to more fashion related events. So create your circle. And this has nothing to do with image and style. It has everything to do with your appearance affecting the people that you're going to come in contact with. So create your circle. I think that's it.
Oh,
That's it. Bye, ladies.
awesome. You know what? That was great information. One of the things that you said that resonated was you dress where, even if you're not where you want to be, you dress where is that as if it already has happened. You don't want to say, well, let me get the job first and then I'll dress, or let me start my business and then I'll start with my wardrobe. No, you tell yourself, and I'll talk about this later, but you are dressing, for the lack of better words, for what you already want to see tangibly, right? So I thought that was really, 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 really good jewels to drop, Ava. So great job, great job. So I am the last presenter, ladies. Thank you for holding on and staying tuned. Hopefully you all received some great information. I know I did, and I know these ladies personally, and I'm still learning from them. So I definitely appreciate you all staying on. So I'm Dr. Frederica Atkins. I'm a small business expert. Um, I have a nonprofit, a 501c3. It's Building Hands nonprofit. And it started out with the goal to assist my Medicare recipients with housing and with moving and everything. I started focusing on budding entrepreneurs. So I work with entrepreneurs in getting their business started and scaling their business and growing their business. All right. So my PhD is in business administration with a focus in strategy and innovation. So that's just a fancy word to say I can help you with your business. Okay. All right. So as I said earlier, we heard from Crystal on how to start and create your business. We heard from Juanita to how to make yourself accountable in the business and creating SMART goals. We heard from Kay to how to market your business by creating this aesthetically pleasing social media presence. And then we heard from Iva on how to style yourself appropriately for where you're trying to go or where you are right now. And so I'm going to talk to you briefly about how to show up for yourself. So I'm a big advocate that you can create a business, you can create this lifestyle or this persona, if you will, and you're not taking out time for yourself. Okay. So let me give you a few statistics because I am a big nerd when it comes to like facts. So 67% of people report that caring for others over their own self-care. So just over half of Americans, and this is from a nationwide survey, 67% say that they care for others before they care for themselves. Okay. Another stat, 1 in 3 people feel guilty for taking time out for themselves. Okay. The last stat, or the next to last, 51% people in America feel burnt out. I can attest to that. I have definitely have worked in burnt out mode, and people don't even realize it, as I'm quite sure most of the women on this call has. Okay. The last stat that I found was interesting. The internet generation is feeling more overwhelmed versus the baby boomers. And that's 67% of generational Z feel overwhelmed. And those are people born in 1997 through 2015. Okay. So what's that's telling me? That information is telling me that, for one, we're busy. We're definitely busy, but are we intentional? Are we intentional with ourselves? Okay. So show up for yourself. Because once you show up for yourself, you can be more effective in your business. You can think clearly, you can create smart goals. Okay. You can think clearly, where you know if you can't create this presence on social media, that you can have an outreach and right and meet the right person to do this for you. So show up for yourself. Okay. When I always say we got to practice self-care, ladies. Self-care is more than just going to the spa, or going to getting your nails done, or even though that's some time for ourselves. Self-care goes beyond that. Self-care is caring for yourself. You can give your all to your business, you can give your all to your family. However, if you're not together, it's going to eventually fall apart. Okay. So self-care is not just going to the spa, it's about getting your mental, your emotional, um, um, all together. So your mental and emotional can fit your physical, right? So you can show up, and your appearance can look what's on the inside. Okay. Mind training. I am very, and people who are close to me will tell you this. I'm very guarded with who I allow in my inner circle, because I am very conscious of what goes in and out, because I am very energy sensitive, right? So your mind is the same. So your mind and heart are very, very in tune to what you're saying. So if you saying, I want to start a business, I want to start a business, your mind job is to obey what you're saying. But if you're saying, well, I don't know if I can start a business, or I'm going to try to start a business, or I don't know if I look right in this, or she looks better than I do, so I'm not going to even go there. Your mind is saying, well, okay, you don't look better than she does, so I'm going to make sure you don't look better than she does, right? Or you're going to try to do a business. No, I'm going to make you stay in in with that employer that is driving you bananas for a little while longer, because you really don't want to start a business. You have to train your mind to do what you verbally say, even if it doesn't see it, even if you don't see it right then. Just change the way you talk. My thing is, if you're going to talk negative and you believe it, why not change the way what you say and say something that's positive? Even if you don't believe it's true, you already saying things that's not true, and you're talking negative. So train your mind to say, you know what, I'm going to start a business today, not next week, not tomorrow. I'm going to start a business today, even if that means jotting down a business idea, a business name. Start now. Monitor your words and intentions. What I said earlier, you can't say that I am a boss and I'm being bold, but you're also saying, well, I don't know if, well, this person has her stuff together and she's more of a boss than I am. You're speaking defeatist words. So that business is not going to come into fruition. Okay, I'm sorry to tell you, because you have already spoken to the universe and spoke it out that it's not going to come. So just change the way you think, change the what you say, and start putting actions, because we you can all, we got to always have action behind what we say and do. So I'm coming to you today, and I'm a world renowned author and motivational speaker. I am. Yes, I have a PhD in business. Yes, that's what I do, but my passion and my love and my purpose is to be a writer, and that's what I am. Okay? Mental and emotional rejuvenation. So we have a lot, we as women do so much. We take care of our families, we take care our professional lives, we take care of the home, we take care of our parents, we take care of our families, extended families. Sometimes we even take care of our friends, and we have so much pulling from us that we forget about ourselves. Okay, and like I said, going to the spa is great. Don't get me wrong. However, it has to go beyond that. Every day, excuse me, I'm very intentional. Every morning, I start my day. I get up at 5 o'clock. Well, my alarm goes off at 5, and I do a little meditation, go back to sleep. And at 6 a.m., I have an accountability call with Iva, and every single day, Monday through Friday, we go over what our schedule is. We're projecting what we're going to do. We're not going to say, we don't use words like weak words like try, hopefully, maybe. No, we use action words like, okay, I'm going to get 3 clients to come shop with me today, and I'm going to make a revenue of X, Y, and Z. Okay. Those are the words that we say. And so you see the difference between what I am going to do versus hopefully I will do this and maybe I'll do this. Either you're going to do it or you don't. Don't be a middle of the road person. Okay. Have a mental and emotional rejuvenation. Take some time for yourself. Okay. Even if that means taking a 20 minute just breather, even if you have to wake up a little bit early before your family gets up, so you could just have some quiet time to think. Okay. People always say, well, Frida, I don't know what to do next. Well, for those of you all are, who Christian, if y'all pray to God every day, he's always, God in itself is energy, is always speaking to us. But if you're so busy trying to do this, trying to do that, and trying to be so much for so many people, you can't hear because there's so much clutter in you. Okay. Just take some time out, even if it's 20 minutes. And trust me, I don't have children, but I am extremely spread it thin, extremely. Okay. So I understand where is you have to take some time out for yourself. Okay. Lastly, I like to end with this quote: rest and self care are so important. When you take time to replenish your spirit, it allows you to serve others from the overflow. You cannot serve from an empty vessel. So, with that said, ladies, I hope you receive some great nuggets from how to start your business, how to be accountable and create these smart goals for your business, how to create this presence, online presence for your business, and how to create a presence within yourself with how you dress, and how you present yourself to the world. And lastly, how to just be mindful in taking care of yourself, because you're only as good as what you have rejuvenated. So if you're working on burnt out mode, then you're not going to be good to your business, let alone your family. All right. So, any questions? We love and welcome questions, comments, concerns. This is how you can follow us, keep in contact. Notice mine is just Instagram. But we have so many ways where you can stay in contact with us, reach out to us. We're always looking, the ladies are always looking for more and more clients. Crystal is great if you have any photography, videography needs. She is the person, the go-to person. Kay, if you need any social media presence, branding, website design, she is the go-to person. If you are going to a special occasion or just need to revamp your wardrobe, okay, if you just have questions on what to do with a shirt, Ava is the person to go to. if you are feeling overwhelmed and you need some organization in your life within your goals, and you feel like you're chasing your tail, Juanita is the person to go to. Okay. And if you have any business needs, where you're trying to start a business, if you're trying to grow your business, if you are energetically inclined, if you even want to do, if you want to talk about any type of astrology or energy, I do that. So business and energy, you can come to me for that as well. So ladies, from the Girl Boss Rally, would you like to add anything on this from this slide perspective?
I actually would like to add that Girl Boss Rally, we have a Instagram page. Of course, we have a Facebook page. If you all can follow those two pages, if you're on both platforms. Also, this is a community for you all. So this is not just for us. It's not just for us to feel like we're teaching and preaching, but it's a community for you all. Maybe you all are aspiring entrepreneurs. Maybe you are an entrepreneur. Maybe you're running into some difficulty. It may even be something that we're not versed on. So this is not our sector. We're not educated on this. However, there may be other women on the platform that can tap into something. So this is a community for you all to share, for you to check in on a weekly basis, for you to give out some praise reports of what you have going on. It's a community for all of us. So please be sure to be active on those platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and we'll do better as well. This is only our second rally. We're only looking to perfect it and get better. But in the meantime, while we're growing, grow with us.
I just wanted this awesome, Iva. My gosh. I just wanted to say, this is Juanita. If y'all can't see me, I just wanted to kind of piggyback on what Iva said. As far as our Facebook page, our Instagram, we're a group of connectors. We've connected with each other and it's been awesome, but we also want to help to connect you to your next stage, to that destination that you're trying to reach. We are real people. I want to just let y'all know, we are real people. We are moms, we're business owners, we're in relationships, we have our issues as well. And so we are learning to support each other. We want to be able to help to support you, because the thing is, as a female and owning a business, whether you have children, don't have children, care for your parents, care for your nieces, nephews, cousins, aunties, uncles, we are, as women, we just pull it all in, guys. We just pull it all in and we try to figure out how to handle it. Well, you can handle it. You just have to be prepared. You have to put together a plan. And we ladies, we are here. We can help you put together your plan, no matter what aspect of it you need, no matter what point you are in your life, no matter what facet is affecting you at the moment. We can help you to put that together, and we want to. That's why we created the Facebook page and the Instagram page, is because we want to connect with you, because, well, we do want to grow our businesses, but we want to grow yours too. We want to connect you. We want the girl bosses in you to rise up and to show up. So I sound a little preachy, and so I'm starting to back it back down, because I can hear my little sister, my baby sister in my head say, all right, girl, go preach, go preach. That is how she does me. She does me all the time. So I'm backing it up and I'm muting.
Awesome. Crystal or Kay, you want to say anything?
I just want to say thank you to everyone who was able to attend and just kind of stick with us. We pray that you were touched and that some, if not all of this resonated with you. We do have a giveaway as well for some Girl Boss merchandise, if you guys would just stick with us. But first and foremost, I just want to say thank you, and I'm going to turn it over to Kay.
Hi again. Also, thank you for joining us. I see one of my business partners, Marion, is on here. Thank you for joining us, Mir. This has been a great experience. Everybody did so well. I'm very proud of you guys. I'm very proud of everyone taking the time out on their Saturday to be with us. And I hope that you've gained something that you could take with you. This was free, so free knowledge. Some things you may have already heard before, but maybe we have put it in a different perspective that may help you a little better. And I'm just thankful. And that's pretty much all I got to say.
Awesome.
Okay, so if you ladies can hear us, go to the Facebook page. It's Girl Boss Rally Crew. And Frida, you can pick a number 1 through what?
We can do 1 through 100.
Okay, 1 through 100. Frida will have the answer. Go to our Facebook page, put in your number. We'll figure out who has that number, and you'll get one of the giveaways. We're gonna do this.
I got one.
We got one. I'm like, I can see that.
Yeah. So yeah, send it to the Girl Boss Rally Messenger because all of us,
Good job.
yeah. Because all
So
of us can't.
follow as well. Follow that page. So Eb, I think you're over here. Go onto the Facebook group.
Okay, we
Please.
got another one.
What are we raffling off the first one? What's the first raffle? Giveaway. I'm sorry.
I guess
Let's
that's
go for the cup because I'm holding it and I'm thirsty.
I want that cup.
Yes.
All right, this beautiful coffee mug that you all see on the screen is what we are giving away first. So in about 10 seconds, we're going to close it and we're going to see what number, if you all came close to the number I have in my head.
This is so funny. I think somebody sent in the same number. 2 people.
I can't see the number, so I don't know.
I can see them coming up on the top of my phone.
Yeah, we do have two of the same. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got several things. It's all right.
Hey, Toya. Okay, I know some of y'all on here. Kiana, Toya, Ebony.
Hey,
Hello,
ladies.
ladies.
I can't see y'all, but I hope you can see me.
I know.
Okay, Frida, we have a 7, a 26, a 24. We have 2 26s that popped up right now.
Yep.
My number was 55. 55.
Oh, so we got two 26s.
That was
So don't we have 2 shirts?
Yes, we do.
Can we divide? So how about since they came closest to your number, why don't we split a shirt between them? One and one.
Right, 1 and 1.
Yep. Sounds good. Congratulations. Who was it? Who were the ladies?
I know Ebony
Ebony and Melanie.
Hey, Melanie.
and Melanie.
Yep.
Congratulations. So want to do one more time for the mug?
Melanie. Yeah, one more time. Melanie.
All right. I am thinking of a number and I got it in my head.
Danielle.
So while you're thinking of those numbers, Toya, I'm so happy that you're on here. I cannot see you. You were not here at the beginning. However, Toya is Shop Truly Toya, which is a lingerie. It's like lingerie and all things that make you feel good. It's a little bit of fashion on there as well. Toya is one of my girl boss sisters who started off doing events and all of this stuff, and then she kind of just found her way. Toya is like my older sister who didn't have a way, and she has figured it out. She's doing all these promotions and collaborations on her Facebook and Instagram page. So Toya, big shout out to you.
Go Toya. I might need to holler at you for my boudoir.
Oh yeah, right.
Stuff.
Really, really cute stuff for all sizes.
Yes,
Just really, really cute stuff.
All right.
and do we have email addresses for already
Ebony.
Melanie and Ebony?
Yeah,
Just
I
wanna
can
make
get.
sure.
Oh,
Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and prepare for the next one for the mug.
All right. Do we have the numbers?
send in a set of new numbers.
They're still coming in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
If you won already, we will not pick you. No double dipping.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the number I have in my head is 73.
We have a winner then.
Yep.
Kiana?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kiana.
70.
Boom.
All right, ladies, congratulations. They're so excited. We will get with you guys, get your email addresses so we can get home addresses so we can send this to you guys. Make sure you can get your swag. We only ask that when you get it, you take a selfie and you tag us.
Yes.
Instagram and Facebook.
Absolutely.
Woo-hoo.
Okay.
All right. Before we
Okay. Yeah. So basically this slide is for branding with us. Okay. So like we already have spoken individually. You can take the opportunity to go to our website. It's the girlbossrallycrew.com. And also the merchandise and the cups and a few other things are on the website as well. Okay. So if you didn't win and you would like to purchase one, then there's that opportunity. There's a section on there that says brand with us. Okay. So we have branding with me. We have personal styling with Iva. If you want to go for the look with Crystal, and then stay accountable with Juanita, and get your business together on business development with Frida. Okay. And it leads to each one of our website. Okay. Or you can do it as a package and visit all of us. And then you'll be complete with your business. So that way you can brand in one spot. So that's basically what this slide is about. It's on the website. Again, it is thegirlbossrallycrew.com. And thank you.
Awesome.
Hey, you did an amazing job with this presentation. I just wanted to say that again. So
Oh,
kudos
thank
to you.
you.
And the website and the social media.
Everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
I felt like I was in high school again making a presentation. I was excited. So thank you for the opportunity.
Yes.
Hey,
All right,
ladies.
ladies, we are 5 minutes shy of 12 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. And we are very conservative with our time as well with yours. So any questions, comments, or concerns before we adjourn?
Okay.
Y'all can use the Q&A on the chat. It's open.
All right, ladies, I'm also getting t-shirt
Kiki raised
sizes.
her hand, guys.
Ooh.
Kiki, let me see if I can make sure you can talk. All right, Kiki, you can talk.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I just want to say like the whole, not so much the presentation, but just what everybody was saying and contributing was just so fulfilling just for me personally, because a lot of things that some of you ladies were saying was speaking directly to me, and it's just reassuring how I was feeling, especially like the whole self-care. A couple of ladies on here know me very well, and I am a rah-rah team for somebody else, not so much for myself. So when it came to self-care, I had been saying, like, as of recently, I've been affirming in some of my group friends, like, nope, June is my self-care. Like,
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I'm okay. So it's just reassuring that like I'm doing the right thing and taking the steps. I am an entrepreneur. I do have a business, which I actually have been kind of laying low to the past year and a half to build on my self-care. But now I'm proactively doing it more than just saying it and taking baby steps. But my business is Sip with Key, which Frida did help me launch. And Sip with Key, it's just like mobile drinks, but drinks kind of with a twist. I create the drinks myself. I seal them up, pouch them. I have Jello shots, all kinds of different stuff. So anytime these ladies, when they have their businesses and parties, I always come and assist and help and / work, and I'm making drinks. That's what I do. So, but yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for the information. It was very God inspired, fulfilling, more or less what Dr. Frida had to say.
It's
Absolutely.
we appreciate that. And honestly, I'll see you next week, Key, and I got some stuff to give to you too. Or some stuff to talk to you about, especially because we're in the month of June and what all that comes with. But I'll talk to you next week.
Hey, also, ladies, if you could, in case the chat isn't working, if you could message us in Messenger, your social media handles, we'll follow you.
Yes, yes,
We can all
yes.
stay connected as well.
That's one thing we did
So
last.
they,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ava.
I'm sorry, but they don't have to message us. All you have to do is follow, because we can just turn around and follow you back. So if you just follow us, we'll
that
definitely turn around and follow you back. We want you to be a part of the community.
Exactly.
Well said. Well said.
It's not about us being on this stage. It's about all of us sharing the stage. So we definitely want to follow everybody, because we all got something to give to this world. So
All right.
all right. So 2 minutes. Anyone else?
So, and then also I just wanted to say, so think of it as this, and I know Kiana, because I remember before you started Sips with Key, you would describe yourself like, oh, I don't have a business. You don't have to have a business. You don't have to be an entrepreneur. You could just be a woman, right? You're a woman. We're in this world together. So that when we are sharing and we do start to broaden our horizons, you may be somebody. So now you do have Sips with Key, or Ebony, you do sell the waist beads, or Toya, you do have the lingerie. And Melanie, I don't know you. Maybe we could feature you. Maybe you can have a spot on our platform to, broaden your horizon. So think of it like that. Think of it holistically. It's not just about being a woman entrepreneur, but it's just about a woman living her life. We are bosses in our own right. We wear many, many hats, like these ladies said, and we need to celebrate that, and we need to come together. A lot of times people don't share stuff because they're scared, but when we're in a forum setting and we're all talking, people tend to share more. Nothing wrong with that. So that's what our platform is.
All right. Thank you, ladies. It is 12 o'clock. It has been a pleasure. Please be on the lookout. We are doing these webinars every quarterly, once a quarter. So just please like our page, and just just look out for any updates that's coming up on our webinar. Invite some of your other girlfriends. We're just trying to grow this community. And again, thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, ladies.
Thanks, ladies.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.